All right. So have you ever worked on SQL, Lokesh?
No, sir, but you can tell me. I've not worked, but you can tell me.
You understand, you have ever seen that database like SQL, Oracle?
Yeah. We have seen, but we have not worked or we have not done anything.
Okay, no problem. So today what we are going to see now, we are going to see the SQL as an infrastructure. Okay. So what Azure is going to give you.
Okay. Tell me. Tell me. I didn't log in today. I forgot.
So let's see that in an action first, okay, and then you will understand the whole purpose. Okay, just log in. No, just first log in. Let's create an instance. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. On a top, just type Azure SQL. Below, you see below it's coming. Yeah. Okay. So just for an understanding, if anyone want to install SQL on their PC or their server, first they have to prepare the server. Okay.
Yeah.
And what the server they have to prepare, till 4 years back it was only Windows, but now Microsoft also launched their SQL services for Linux as well. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So they have to prepare the server, and then they have to install the SQL server, and then it will go and configure that. Plus they have to maintain the whole server, right?
Okay.
They have to maintain the server, VM, OS, operating system, application, their update, their security patches, right? A lot of things.
Okay.
So apart from that, they also have to pay the license fee, and the license fee of the SQL come as per processor. The Indian rupees, the charge is approximately 3 lakhs per processor. Okay.
Okay.
So if you have a 6 processor in your server, it is a 6 into 3. Correct,
18.
right? Yeah, 18 plus your Windows server also come with a per processor license. So it means that if you are taking a Windows Enterprise Edition, it's again going to charge you approximately 1.8 lakh per processor. So if you just calculate the 3, right? So the cost is very, very high for maintaining a database.
Yes.
Right? Now what Azure is going to do, Azure is going to give you 3 options to launch your SQL instance on Azure. So click the create button. Click create.
Just an instance, right? Means first the VM has to be built and SQL database has to be installed on the VM. Right?
Yes.
Without that, you cannot. I thought here just create a VM and then take your SQL from Azure.
Yes, just click that. Now it is going to present you 3 options. Okay. Option 1, the first one on the right hand side, SQL virtual machine. Okay. So it is for those customers who want complete SQL feature. Means SQL come up with a lot of other features. Okay. Apart from database, for example, analysis service, reporting service. Okay. Poly-based service. These are the different services. Plus they also want to control the operating system. So for those type of customer, what Azure is going to give you an option. They say that you can create a SQL server on a virtual machine. Okay. So they will create a VM, and on top of that, they are going to install the SQL server. Okay. So let's now do this one first time. Drop down it.
Here.
Yeah. And you are going to get a lot of template. For example, SQL Server 2019 on Windows, SQL Server 2016, SQL Server on Linux, SQL Server on this, SQL Server on that, right? So we have a lot of options which is coming.
This one will come a Windows server with the SQL installed.
Yes, both are, right? So let's click the first one, which is coming the free SQL Server license for a developer people. Just click the second one. Yeah. All right, click create now. So it is going to take you to a new screen where you are going to create a VM just like a VM. Okay, same option. What is the next new option you are going to see on top? Basic, disk, networking, management, advanced, plus one new option called SQL Server setting.
SQL Server setting.
Yeah. It was not there in a standard VM launch, right?
Yeah.
Correct. So just type the VM name. Maybe you can type SQL DB or SQL DB server, something like that. This one also you can take. Yeah, very good. Yeah, leave as it is. Every options. Do not check anything. Just scroll down. Type the SQL admin. Or check the size little bit higher because SQL require more memory and power. So take 181 below one. Yeah, second one. Yeah. Type SQL admin maybe as a username and password same password @123.
Yeah.
Go ahead for next. Next.
Okay. Networking.
Next, yeah.
Management here. Something we can manage. BIOS, all those things. Okay.
Yes.
Recovery, all those things. Okay. Advanced. No, in advanced. Advanced we can install any feature we want.
Yeah.
SQL setting.
Here you are going to get a new options which was not there in a standard VM template. Number one, it is going to open a port called 1433, which is a SQL Server port. Okay, then it is going to ask you that how you want to authenticate yourself with the SQL. I say that I am going to use SQL authentication. Click enable. Great, that one. So by default, it take your username and password to log into your SQL instance. Okay.
Wow.
Okay, scroll down. Now below it is also going to give you what is the best practice in any IT world. Best practice say that you always keep your data separate, log file separate, temporary file separate. It should be everything should be stored in a separate hard disk. Yeah. So it is look at that. It is going to give you a storage, one for a log, one for a database, one for a general OS file. So just click change the configuration because we do not need such a high configuration here at this point of time. Click change configuration. And just make the changes to size is 32 GB. Yes, that's fine. Change below one also, which is 4. So what is the drive it is creating? You can also see that, right?
Separate drive.
G drive log. Just after that, see.
G drive log.
Yes, also change the size to 32 GB.
Where is the size here?
Below.
This one.
Just all right. Okay. Just fine.
Use local SSD drive. Local.
This is for temporary file. Okay. Just click OK now. And just click review and create. So it is going to take you more time than the normal one because it not only prepare a Windows server, it also deploy SQL inside that, right?
Okay.
SQL installation. Yeah.
Something is failed here, I guess. SQL.
Password.
What password? Have you given correct password?
Password @123.
SQL.
No, password @123. I think in a first also you have make a mistake. Can you go back to basic and change the password here also? But it's the password @123. I think you have
given capital P.
SSWORD. Yeah. Both have same password, right?
Yeah.
Just wait, do not do anything. Click create now. And launch a new YouTube on second one.
YouTube.
YouTube.
You.
Just type take place.
Hey.
Take place is one word. Click the first one. Yeah. Go back to after about. There is a search button. Just type SQL. Hit enter. Yeah. Scroll down. Scroll down. Click SQL online classes. Yeah. Hold on. Escape.
Hi guys, welcome to the lab session part 2 for Microsoft SQL Server Database. In our last
No, just pause it. Just pause it. Just yeah. Just come second one. There is a lot of video on the right hand side. Just drop down.
Okay. Right hand side.
Drop down. Yeah. Drop. Yeah. Scroll down. Scroll down.
This one.
No. Scroll down. Can you go back? Hold on. Let me give it to you.
Oh.
Yeah. So look at that. If you are doing this task manually, okay.
Hey, hi. How are you?
Hello.
Like SSMS, right?
Just watch this video, okay.
So this SSMS
Pause.
that you can see on this.
No, I say just watch this video because your server taking time.
Screen at the fourth point, that is stand for SQL Server Management Studio, right?
Oh, okay. Sure.
So at any point, if you have any question, please feel free to interrupt. Okay.
I will.
Sure. So next here, so let's start with what operating system do support the SQL servers. Then SQL Server start from 2005. So as a normal thumb rule, any SQL Server would support the +1 and the -1 version of Windows Server, right? So like the SQL Server 2005, that is supported by Windows Server 2008, but it is not supported by Windows Server 2012 or 16. Okay, and the same way it's SQL Server 2008 that is supported by Windows Server 2008 and 12, but not 16. Okay, so as you can see on the screen, same way this 2000, when we reach up to 2016, that is what we are going to work on today. SQL Server 2016, that would not be supported by Windows Server 2008. So that means if your server has operating system of Windows Server 2008 or 2008 R2, you cannot install SQL Server 2016 on that.
Because
Right now we
Windows Server
have
2016,
this one.
but yes.
Okay, and this would work with this one and this one. It won't work with 2008. So if you have 2014, then it would work with all the three. Yes, but right now what is the latest version is 2016, and this work with 2012 and 2016 only. So, and these are the hardware and the software requirement to install SQL Server. So first is the operating system, right? Before installing, we have to check what operating system we have, and then we have to check what is the RAM. First RAM, right? So the RAM should be, it would work on 1 GB RAM also, but to make it properly work, I would recommend you 4 GB. Okay, the minimum is 4 GB RAM should be available on the machine. Right? And there should be a minimum disk space should be 6 GB. Okay. The processor should be 64-bit. There should be Java and Network Framework 4.6. Three are the hardware that you give before you plan to install SQL Server. And once we install, while installing, it would be asking you where it should save the data files and where it should save the log files. So data file, SQL is basically a database server, right? So data file, I would always recommend to save on an external memory or external source, where in case of disaster recovery, your data should be saved. If the machine goes down or crashes, still your data would be saved, right? And the log file is something where you can read.
You move a little bit further.
Any analysis.
Further, 1 second.
Further, move forward. More forward, more forward. More forward. So this is the authentication, okay? Here it is going to ask you the username and password.
Either you can call SE or whatever ID you have, create for my server. Okay, so server and software that I have downloaded from Microsoft. This is the evaluation version of SQL Server 2016. Okay.
Okay.
So you get Server 2016. Here we go. So also all these requirements and everything. This is important. This is configuration check. This would actually go ahead and check your system if the system is ready for installation. If it meets the requirement. So you see it checked in say past 10, 10, 0. So if there was something that was not compatible or required, so then it will show here. Then here is the
VM is created. Shall we pause?
Yeah. Pause it. Go and log in.
Now it will have SQL software.
Mm-hmm.
Will the VM have SQL software now?
Yes.
You need to install SQL.
It's pre-installed SQL now.
Pre-installed. But here she was showing the software.
It is the manual installation, right? If you have to do a manual installation, look at the pane, right?
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah, Azure, it is just click, done. Now click the start button. On top there is something called SQL Server 2019 drop down, and you have so many installation which is already done, right? So now click Microsoft SQL Server 20 tool, second one, below folder, below, yeah, expand it, and you will get something called SQL Server Management Studio just above that. Yeah, hit that one. So this is the client tool through which we can connect with SQL database.
This is obviously a little bit slow
Yeah,
to open first time.
first time. No, it's generally take a lot of CPU and memory. So most of the time SQL Server have more than 48 or 64 GB RAM.
Yeah. First time it takes a lot of time. Whatever it has, it takes time to. I have seen that. So I'm not installed. I have seen SQL guys working.
Drop down Windows authentication and take back to SQL Server.
Windows authentication.
You see there's a two type of authentication. Okay, drop down. Second one.
Database.
Third one.
Third one. Okay. Windows authentication SQL.
Yes.
Windows authentication, right?
No, we have selected SQL authentication, installation type. Type SQL admin, and the password is whatever the password you have.
Same password.
Yeah.
Password is PASSWORD@1.
All right, you are in a SQL database. So here you have a database, right? Expand the database.
Yeah. Should I click on?
Yeah. Expand the database.
System data.
There is no database because it is.
Yeah.
So right click the database and let's create first.
It's a blank server.
Yeah. Right click the database. Database, not system database.
Oh.
New database. Yes. This is how the SQL and Oracle guy do, right?
Very, very slow. Database name.
Just type maybe, just type HRDB. So let's say this database is created for HR people. Yeah, and click OK.
Owner.
Now expand the database HRDB. Within that, you have to create the tables. Okay, so expand the tables. At this point of time, there is no table for you. So right click and create a new table. Give it a name EMP data, for an example. Type the column name, let's say EMP name, or no space. EMP name, employee name.
Column name is employee name, right?
Yes. And data type, make it varchar, VARCHAR. VAR. Okay, very good. Now,
Slow.
Yeah, no problem.
In a second one,
type EMP age.
Till here, I will never do it because this is something very confusing. I will not create anything here. This one, the database guy will do, right?
Yeah, you do not have to do.
Hello?
Yeah, only database guy will do. Okay,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
type,
Okay,
yeah,
that's
just
what.
type
Okay.
int means integer. Integer means number, okay? Yeah, now the last one, just create one more called EMP city. Just type varchar again, because it's again a character. So these are called data type, okay? Now click cross. You have on top, there is a save button on a left hand side top. Yeah, blue color, yes. Good. Type the name EMP data. Yeah, click OK. Now right click the table and say refresh. Expand it. Get that? Yeah, click that, right click again the table and say edit top 200 rows. Generally SQL people do it with command, but we are going manually. Okay, just type any name, any age, any city.
Yeah.
Type second name, second age, second city.
Oh, one only you can't. Okay.
Let's make 2-3 entry, and then we will run certain queries.
Oh, till 200 we can do.
We can do
Okay.
millions of record.
Enough, right?
All are you putting same age to everyone? Huh?
Okay.
Just cross it. You have a cross button on top.
This one.
Yeah, just cross automatically it's saved. Now, what the SQL guys do, you see on the top there is something called new query. Yeah, click that. And now they have to run a SQL command like select a space, give a star.
Star.
Select, just type what is select.
Okay, I've select, type, right? Select. SELECT, right?
Yeah. A space, a star. A star means all record.
Star. I voice was breaking. Star.
Yeah, a star. Just type you have a star on a keyboard number, key number 8.
Yeah. I have star.
A space from EMP underscore data. You see on top there is a execute button. Click that one. So you get that, right? Let's say I want to see all the record where the age is greater than 45. So just give a space after this query and say where
Where?
age, EMP age,
EMP age.
yeah, the column name. Look at that, no? Your column name is EMP age, greater than, I think it's a, yeah, 45. So how many record it should give you?
One.
2. Lokesh 1 and Lokesh 3.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Correct?
Yeah.
Understood. So it means that you are up and run the database in just a matter of 10 minutes, Lokesh. Right? Go and ask your database guy. They will say that installing and configuring a database is a huge task. Right? And you say that it's a kid play. Look at that. I am not a database guy and I am ready with the database server in a minute. But now look at that options. What are options you are going to get? Database, security, server object, replication, polybase, always on high availability, management, integration service, lot many services, because this is a full-fledged SQL server. Now let's say I as a customer say that, boss, I only want database and a table. Why the hell I am caring about replication, high availability? That is not.
One second. One second, please. I'll tell my brother he's calling me. I'll tell him I'll call you afterwards. 1 second, sir. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಆಫೀಸ್ ಇದು ಮೀಟಿಂಗ್ ಹೇಳಿ ಬೇಗ ಮೀಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಮೀಟಿಂಗು ಬಿಪಿನ್ ಗೋ hello.
So I have a small team, Lokesh, right? I do not have a DBA, I do not have a Windows admin, right? So I want only that, I want to only store the data, right? Why should I worry about the feature like polybase, always on availability, management, integration? I never use it. Why should I need a smartphone? I need simple Nokia phone, right?
Okay.
Correct. So because the more heavy phone, more heavy maintenance you need.
Okay.
Right. So second option, what it is going to give you is that called Azure Manage Instance, where server will be managed by Azure. You only take care about your database and the feature. Okay. Third option is called I only want the database. No server, no application, nothing. I only want a database. Okay. Go back.
I close this.
Yeah. Go again to the Azure SQL. Yeah. Go to the create. You see now we have 3 options, right? So first option means full-fledged server plus database.
Okay.
Option 2, it's again a database, but I do not manage the server in a background. Third, neither I manage the server nor I need a full feature. I only need one object called database.
Only this will come.
Only this will come. Nothing will come.
Only this will come if we take up this.
Yes.
If we take,
then you do not get the server. You only get the backend database. For that, you have to install a client like SQL Server Management Studio, and you have to connect with that.
For this one.
For this one.
Okay, no, this is little bit confusing. SQL managed instances. For instances, we need to have one VM created. Okay.
But VM will not be managed by you. You won't see the VM.
Then which is the preferable option people take? This one only, I guess.
90% people take, because see, customer like us, we only need a database to store the data. We do not need 10 other features, right?
So customer might take SQL database, or else little bit high end, they might go for full virtual machine.
Full versions. Right?
But this one rare, I think, because we have to
This
pay.
one very rarely people take.
Everything will be with Microsoft.
Yes. Correct. So
Okay.
we have a first option called SQL virtual machine. Second option called SQL managed instance. Third option is called SQL database.
We have to do, if we do this, a VM will be deployed with database, right? No.
No, there will be no VM. It's just like that.
I have to install the VM, and then after the installation of VM, I need to create this, right?
No. It is like you create a Gmail ID. Have you installed the server in the background? No. Have you installed or not?
Server, which server?
Gmail server.
Installation of Google.
Yeah, you did. You do a server installation for Gmail creating.
Normal server installations we do. Okay.
You know Gmail.
No, not in Gmail.
The Gmail, what do you do?
I'm not aware Gmail.
You do not have a Gmail account?
I have.
How you create the Gmail account? You install the server, then you install email application, then you create an account, right?
Okay.
Yes or no?
Yes.
You install the server for Gmail. Okay. You only go to the gmail.com.
And I create the account, that's all.
But there should be a server in the background, correct?
Exactly, yeah.
There should be an application, email application should be installed on the server, right?
Yeah.
So this is like that. When you create a SQL database, server Microsoft already have. They already have an installed SQL server also. They only create a database for you and give it that option. So you won't have any idea which server. It's a Windows 16 or Windows 19 or it's a Linux. You do not have any idea which edition. It's a Windows.
How can we access this database then?
You just get a URL.
So,
how you create a VM, right? You are not managing VMware in the background, right?
Okay.
You only create a VM, na? Which ESXi Microsoft run? You don't know.
Don't know.
Correct, na? But how you connect the VM then?
Through IP, all those things.
Same thing here. Okay, they give you one URL. You just put the URL in a client tool and you're done. Okay, so let's create that one.
Database.
Yes.
Shall I go?
Yeah. Yeah, just select the resource group. Create a database name only, right? No VM. So just say marketing. Yeah, just fine. And now just say that create a virtual container, which is a server. Just click create new. Only give this any server name, which should be unique. Maybe you can give Lokesh SQL. It should be globally unique because this is a global URL. Yeah, that's fine. I think it looks good. Yeah, just type SQL admin, password at the rate.
Password is
admin, SQL admin. It's a user
server admin login.
And the password is password at the rate 123.
Capital P A S S W O R D at 123.
1 2 3 4 5 6. It's taken. Very good.
Yeah. It's taken, right?
Yeah, very good. Click OK. Good. So now below it is going to ask you that if you want, you can create a what compute instance you require, right? So click configure database.
Where is it? Configure database.
Yeah, you see a compute plus a storage,
Ah,
and then you have a configure database. Click that one.
I have clicked it. I don't know why it's not coming. Please select a compatible server location or backup. I've cleared that, but something is coming here.
It's saying that at the east US they are not. That's fine now. It's okay now. So it is going to give you 250 GB of storage. Okay. Okay. So it is going to ask you that how much
Apply,
storage
yeah?
you want. Yeah. Just say apply. Yeah. Just go ahead and say, just select locally redundant because we only want. Say locally
Voice is
redundant.
breaking.
Okay.
Review and create.
Yeah. Wait. Yeah. Just click next networking. Lokesh. Lokesh, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Now here you have to select that.
The voice is breaking, I think. Our internet is something vibrating like this.
It's okay now?
Hello?
I say it's okay now?
Yeah.
Okay. Go up. Now click here public endpoint. Public endpoint? Yeah. Public endpoint. Yeah, exactly. And below just say yes, yes. It's a firewall rule. Just say yes, yes. All right, you're good to go now. Just click maybe review and create or say next secure. Just check the security. So by default, it give you antivirus, which is named Azure Defender. I do not need that, or is okay. Click review and create. Click review and create.
Yeah, 1 second. Let me. What is?
But problem is how you are going to connect with this database, right? You need a tool, correct now?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
go to Google.
Yeah.
Now go to Google and type Azure Data Studio. So we have seen one tool called SQL Server Management Studio, but it is a very heavy tool. Okay. We have a lighter version which is called Azure Data Studio.
Azure Data Studio. Download.
Below one. Below, yeah. Yeah, just click user installer.
Yeah. What happened? Did it come? Oh, 2 times it's too. This one, right?
It's not downloaded. Wait. Say run. Say run.
It's come now.
Yeah.
I accept. Wait,
Yes.
1 second.
Yeah.
Ah, Visual Azure Studio as an editor for supported known one, right?
Yeah.
Ayyo. Oh. Lot of these ports I closed off once. Which one was that? Azure SQL. Complete launch Azure. Okay. Finish. Lokesh SQL marketing it is SQL Server SQL database. I think marketing this one. This is the thing, right?
Yeah.
Database is this, I guess.
Yes. But how will you access that? You see there is a URL, server name. Yeah, just copy that URL.
This one. Huh?
Yeah. And you have to wait for the studio to install. Yeah. Now you see right left hand side, there's a new connection. Click that. Yeah. Just type the server name, paste that. Yeah. Control V and select with SQL authentication. Yeah. Just type the SQL admin and the password is password @123. You understood now the difference between both?
Yeah. Yeah.
Click database, connect, click connect. Now it will ask you to log in with your Azure account.
Connected. I clicked on connect. It's connecting. Something is coming. See.
Just wait. You see now your marketing database is on. Click that. But where is the other feature? High availability, replication, security, nothing is there, right?
Yeah, nothing, because we have taken only SQL database.
Yes. Correct. Now just go to here. How will you how you are going to manage that? you have something called new query on the top.
Yeah.
So everything you just have to write a query. For example, if you want to create a table, just type create a space table.
Yeah. This one we will leave because this is SQL guys build.
Correct. So now you understand the difference between the full managed instance and your only database services. Yes.
Yeah. It is something like in Windows, whatever we were doing, something like container that blob access full
Yes,
and
yes,
then
yes.
file share access.
Yes. Okay. So then tomorrow we are going to see the app service, the fourth service.
Service.
Fourth service. So first is VM.
Core or 4? What is it?
Fourth. First is VM. Second is a storage. Third is SQL. Fourth is app service.
Applications. Okay. Any apps. Okay.
Apps.
Okay. VM means that creating VM and all what that one, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Oh, that is a service.
Yes.
Okay. Something it is divided. Something divided service here.
Yes.
Okay, sir.
See you tomorrow. Bye.